less at midnight tonight. I think we can all safely say that.
But you don't know what the volume of traffic will be.
Well, I didn't give you a prediction of what the volume of traffic will be like. I just said that there will be less traffic at midnight.
Never mind.
Which is the reason why they do this at midnight.
Just go ahead.
You think they can get away with closing the express lanes on the Kennedy during the day?
Never mind.
Can't do it.
Never mind. Never mind.
Can only do it at night.
Never mind.
WLS dependable weather forecast fair overnight tonight, low around 50, then cloudy, windy, and mild tomorrow with thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. We need the rain. High around 70, 58 at O'Hare, 62 Midway, 56 at DuPage, 58, and I knew you were going to do something. I knew it.
I'm frisky and I'm playful this evening.
Ooh, you're frisky. 58 along the lake, the humidity is 51%. Our next look at dependable traffic and weather at 10:20 WLS, Talk Radio 890 AM.
The flag-waving Talk Monster.
Talk Monster
Of the Midwest.
Speak for yourself.
WLS, Talk Radio 890 AM.
Previously on the J. Marvin Show.
Last night I prayed to the left-thinking gods to bring back the attack dog. Thank you, Jesus.
Smoking.
Oh!
I'll put my street smarts, my street knowledge, and what I've gone through up against yours any time of the day, week, night, or minute, Holmes.
We'll have fun with it in Arizona. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, you're just saying is what you're saying is crap. Goodbye.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Well, I'm just saying.
Sign off. Sign off, Holmes.
Why you got to blame the parents?
Sign off, Holmes. Goodbye.
Tell me how you got
Goodbye.
Just
because they're responsible, that's why. Because they're responsible. And if they're not going to be responsible, then they don't have children.
Well, what's up with my man Stan from Joliet?
Stop with the what's up with your man from Joliet. Goodbye. Get off. Get off, you brainstem.
Yeah, you're a brainstem.
Oh, yeah, you're a brainstem. I'll tell you something, pal. You've exhaled more air than we'll get in any hurricane this season.
Last night I prayed to the left-thinking gods to bring back the attack dog. Thank you, Jesus.
Smoking.
Oh! Well,
WLS.
Smoking.
that was mean.
Whoa. Wow. That was hot.
Last night I prayed to the left-thinking gods to bring back the attack dog. Thank you, Jesus.
First they came for the communists, but I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Catholics, but I didn't speak up because I was Protestant. Then they came for me, and by that time there was no one left to speak up.
We left out the Jews and the homosexuals.
Of course.
They came for them, too. And the liberals.
And Bob Dole.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
Last night I prayed to the left-thinking gods to bring back the attack dog. Thank you, Jesus.
You want to know something? Here's the deal. Here's the deal, Dan. Here's the deal, Dan. Here's the deal, babe, okay?
Wait, babe.
Dig,
Hold on a second.
dig this, Pally Boy. Here's what the deal is.
Great.
We'll do nothing for kids. And you're absolutely right, and I agree with you. And you know what? When kids are idle and they have nothing to do, then what they end up doing is they end up getting into trouble. You truly are a STEM, okay? A brainstem class A who can't figure out a simple equation that if you tie kids' time up, they won't get into trouble.
Last night I prayed to the left-thinking gods to bring back the attack dog. Thank you, Jesus.
Hi there, I'm a white boy brainstem, and I was just wondering, if me and my wife get a divorce, will we still be brother and sister?
Smoking.
All right. We're
Last
back.
night I prayed to the left-thinking gods to bring back the attack dog. Thank you, Jesus.
Smoking.
Yay, Marvin.
Oh, yeah, here I am. Think about this. Here I am. Everything you absolutely loathe and hate. Those of you that are conservative and right-wing. Everything you can't stand. That's right, a member of the counterculture for 25-odd years and still counting. A man who still remembers the Republican Party as the party of Nixon, now the party of Sonny Bono. And did you hear Bob Dole whining about campaign money, federal campaign money? Like Bill Clinton should give some of his federal campaign money back because he has too much? All I want to know is when is Bob Dole going to engage me in a bowling tournament? That's what I'm interested in. At the controls, Sub-Commandante K.
How about it?
Better known as Tony K., brother of Theodore K. And, hey, Shrimp, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He sticks like Velcro, but he sucks even harder. G. Hey. I got something in the mail today somebody sent me from Lockport.
Oh, boy, don't open it.
Oh, this is just for you.
Is it ticking?
I don't know what this restaurant's called.
Oh.
It doesn't... Oh, here it is. The Cafe Bohemian Europe Incorporated in Lockport, Illinois.
Uh-huh. Does it give an address?
1578, whatever, it's kind of wrinkled here, South Tower Bell Plaza.
Ah, yes.
Anyway,
yes.
on the menu, you can have this either a la carte or the dinner, smoked orangutan butt dumplings and sauerkraut.
No.
Yeah. Thank you, whoever sent that.
Oh, that's fine.
That's great. Actually, they took the menu and wrote orangutan up on above. Hello, welcome to the psychiatric hotline. If you're an obsessive-compulsive, press 1 repeatedly. If you're a codependent, ask someone to press 2. If you have a multiple personalities, press 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, boy.
If you are paranoid, we know who you are, why you called. Just stay on the line so we can trace your call. If you're schizophrenic, listen for the little voice. It will tell you which number to press. And if you're a manic depressive, it doesn't matter which number you press, no one will answer anyway. I like that, don't you?
Smoking.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What else did I... Oh, you see this today in the paper, the Chicago Sun-Times? Cuba sanctions criticized. America's trading partners condemned new U.S. sanctions against Cuba, calling them a violation of international rules and a threat to the New World Trade Organization. At a meeting of the body's General Council in Geneva, delegates from Latin America, European Union, Canada, India, Japan, Southeast Asia, and the Caribbean criticized the U.S. measure. The sanctions are aimed, of course, of choking off foreign investment in Cuba. Another smart move by the United States. Al Salvi, did you see this?
He spent a little too much money there.
Yeah, U.S. Candidate Al Salvi made more than $1 million from his law practice last year. But he says, you know what he says? His tax returns show that Salvi and his wife, it says that they paid $404,231. Salvi made those returns public in response to requests from the news media one day after Democratic rival Dick Durbin released his returns. But Salvi's returns left questions hanging. Salvi reported in September he had no assets, but indicated otherwise on his tax return. And then I think it was in a newspaper article, he bragged about the fact that he paid like $4,000 in taxes, $4,231. Come on, Al. You made $1 million last year, and $404,000, and $404,231 is all the money you made out of all the money you paid out of $1 million. Yeah, well, no wonder he's running for Senate. I'm running for Senate so I can make sure that I don't have to pay that much, so I can pay less. Right? G. John's Garage this Saturday night, Vernon Hills, 6 o'clock. You buy your dinner, we'll buy ours. We'll get together and hang out and talk. Tony K is all excited because he got a brand spanking new CB for our Bisbee, Arizona vacation.
Oh, great. Any Neil Diamond?
He's got a Cobra CD. No, a Neil Diamond CD. I said CD? CB, a Cobra CD.
Oh, a CB.
Yes, I'm sorry, my fault. Breaker 19. How about you? Oh, he's got weather on there, so you can check the weather reports. Oh, wonderful. We'll be listening to that all the way out to
we'll be
Bisbee,
going
Arizona.
right through Tornado Alley.
Yeah, we're going through Tornado Alley. So we'll be at Bisbee, Arizona, July 20th through the 29th. You're invited to Shady Dell Trailer Park and RV site. Bring your own trailer, camper, RV, or call them for reservations, or you can stay at the School Marm Inn or wherever it is that the Schoolhouse Inn where Tony is setting up his headquarters. Oh, and I got two other things, and then we'll do some shootout action here. Which do you want on this, Grant, the good or the bad news?
Let's start with the bad news.
The bad news is, through no fault of the two guys that maintain my website, because they didn't realize it, and I didn't realize it, and I happened to surf by it this afternoon. There's a setting in there where you can put links on there automatically, and somebody had put a bunch of links on there with sexual content.
Oh, boy.
Not good for kids.
Yeah.
So, but I want you to know, for you punks that pulled that move, that we did catch you, and that those links have been removed, and that we are updating the link page, and we're going to fix it so that you can't put anything on there unless we okay it.
And your right ear is going to fall off.
That's right. So here's hoping that you get elephantitis of your tender parts for that move, okay? And the good news is, here's the good news. I went to see my doctor today.
Oh, good.
And he told me that a woman who called me one night desperate on this show that I referred him to is doing great.
Wonderful.
I referred her to him. And I generally don't do that, and I don't act as a referral service. But in this case, it worked out. So I have the knowledge of knowing that I helped at least one person.
That's good news.
That's real good news. WLS!
Yeah, when are y'all gonna start beginning to? You know, you're gonna start beginning to, so I can believe. But what's the beginning about?
No kidding.
Yeah, one of our more intelligent listeners. Thank you. WLS.
Sounds like his transmission slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening with you guys?
What do you mean, what's happening with us?
Well, you know, I called last night, and I'm totally handicapped, and I needed the number for the lady that had the Coke machine. You told me to call you back, and, God, I could never get through to you, hon.
What is that supposed to mean, ma'am? I mean, this is people call on the phone.
I understand, sir, but...
And the line gets busy.
Okay, but could I please have her...
And when you say that you're totally handicapped, are you expecting me to treat you differently because you're physically challenged?
No, I didn't mean that, sir.
Well, then why did you throw it in?
Because I had to go on the machine, and you says, well, couldn't you wait for a little while?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Why did you have to throw that in about being handicapped?
No, I was letting you know that I couldn't call you back because I have the number because I had to go
All
on
right.
the machine.
If you want to be treated equally.
All right, okay.
You got it.
Could I please have the number?
Yes, ma'am. Hang on.
Thank you very much.
We will take care of you.
Thank you very kindly.
Okay. Well, no, she can't wait. Go get it. I'll cover things. WLS.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
Smoking. WLS.
Good evening, Jay. And now tonight a short poem for Mr. Grant Park.
Thank you.
There was an announcer named Grant, whose unit was the size of an ant. When a girl asked to peek, as Park took a leak, he embarrassingly said, no, you can't.
Did he say the size of a... no, never.
Yeah, you heard me. You heard exactly what I said. Or what he said, or whatever. Oh, man. WLS.
So what's the idea? Is it a matter of people trying to get together and take over the planet on the benefit of the Colon crew rocking the high house?
No kidding.
WLS. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the amazing J-Mac right here on 50,000 watts.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Pope John Paul II, Jim J. Bullock, and Grant Park.
Pope John Paul II, Jim J. Bullock, and Grant Park.
Name me only 3 people eliminated from the list of possible fathers of Madonna's baby.
Oh, no.
No
Oh, thank you.
You have a friend, amigo.
Yes, yeah, that's what we were scared of. WLS.
And on the 7th day, Jell-O sneezed.
Rock and roll. Jello Biafra, all right. Mosh. Stage dive. Jello.
No kidding.
Did you ever stage dive, Grant?
I never... you're...
Shut up already.
No kidding.
I took it out. I said it and I took it out.
Yeah, He's sorry about that, Tony.
No, I'm not. I'm not, Grant. It wasn't aimed at Tony. It was aimed at you. All right. We'll try for another extended shootout.
Oh, absolutely.
So everybody hang on here at 591-8900. As long as management remains out of town, there's a chance that we can get away with this. The extended shootout.
Oh, absolutely.
1021 WLS dependable weather and traffic. Here's G.
On the outbound side of the Edens at the... Oh, wait a minute. We got to do the weather here first.
Exclusive tape of Eddie Schwartz going to a McDonald's drive-thru.
Hi, can I have 256 cheeseburgers, please, and a big, large milkshake?
Smoking.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll start with the weather first here. Fair overnight tonight, low around
absolutely.
50, cloudy, windy, and mild tomorrow. Thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Neil! Oh, this sucks. This reminds me of Steve King at GN. He thinks Neil's cool. Neil sucks.
Three sold-out nights at the United Center.
He still sucks. So what? Bet he can't sell out the Rosemont Horizon. He sucks. Get off.
I think the United Center is bigger than the Horizon.
Bet you can't sell out Soldier Field.
Yeah, who wants to play at Soldiers Field?
Bet you can't sell out Sox Park.
Who wants to play at Sox Park? The White Sox don't play there.
Oh, is that a little shot at my baseball team? Because right now the Cubs happen to be riding a little bit of a high. We'll see what happens, Pally Boy, around September, rather. We'll see what happens around September, Pally Boy, when the Cubs are out of it.
From last year's bet when I said Grace would.
You know, if I have to pay you from last year's bet, man, I mean, you'll have to pay up all your bets, and you owe me so much that the ground might as well open up, and you might as well get sucked down inside of it.
Oh, absolutely.
High near 70 tomorrow. Highs in the mid 60s
you owe me
on
more
Friday.
You owe me more than Eddie's got wrinkles.
57 at O'Hare, 60 Midway.
I love you, man. I love you.
57 in DuPage, 58 along the lake.
Why is Grant's girl the luckiest girl in town?
Why?
Because she always wakes up with a Woody.
Smoking.
Yeah, Grant, I was wondering if you could clear up a rumor for me. Is it true that Eddie Schwartz is carrying Madonna's baby? Absolutely.
The outbound Edens at Peterson. Left lane is blocked with a stalled semi. Good news, however, is no delay there as you get by that. And if you're heading outbound on the Ike, that's starting to crowd up now.
My favorite U2.
It's starting to...
But just remember, when you start making love, make it hard, long, strong,
Yeah.
and be stroking.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll be stroking. Yeah. I'll be stroking. I'll be smoking.
Smoking.
The outbound Ike filling up with Hawks traffic, post office to Mannheim, about 20 minutes.
Going to achieve the happiness and prosperity we're all striving for if we turn against one another with hate instead of love in our hearts. If we are going to preserve any hope for lasting peace in the world, we must learn to live in harmony with all races, colors, and creeds.
Oh, shut up already.
Northbound Tri-State at the East-West Tollway, 2 right lanes are blocked. That's road work till midnight. At midnight, only 1 right lane will be open till 5 a.m.
Sitting on a rock in the middle of the desert with me boomerang in my hand. I should very likely to bushwhack.
What is that?
Smoking, 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 smoking.
Smoking.
Our next look at dependable traffic and weather at 10:50 WLS Talk Radio 890 AM.
I know what you're really going to Arizona for. You're going there to look at some orangutan butt.
Should I? Should I, Grant? Out him? No, should I? You know.
Oh, yeah, why not?
WGN 720 AM.
Yeah, hello, is this US 99?
I'm sorry, this is WGN.
WGN. Is that 720 on the dial?
Yes, sir.
Y'all still got the Cubs?
Yes, we do.
You carry the Bears?
Yes, we do.
You do? You got basketball? You got the Bulls?
No.
You don't?
On Channel 9, but not on our radio.
What about the Blackhawks?
No.
You don't got the Blackhawks. You don't got the Bulls.
No.
You got any orangutan butts? Whoa. Wow.
Set your little clock radio for Thursday morning sunshine with Don Wade and Roma in your bedroom.
Little Mikey the Monster. What do we do with him? Bill Clinton takes the fifth on Iran-Bosnia arms deal. Plus, Bill Clinton is caught shoveling billions of your tax dollars down a hole in the ground. In Russia. Where's the media stink?
Thursday morning giggles in the breakfast diner with Don Wade and Roma, WLS Talk Radio 890 AM.
If you 29 WLS Talk Radio 890 AM. J. Marvin, combative but caring. Your lighthouse of libertarian left thought. 591-8900, area code 312-708-847. And so what do you think, Grant? Don and Roma, the breakfast diner tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. What do you think? Should we continue the shootout till 40?
10 more minutes?
10 more, can we make it? Or you want to deck it? You want to quit it right now? What do you say, Tony?
Let's get our feet a little wet and see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens. WLS!
And on the 8th and final day, as you all know, Dave got naked.
WLS!
Hello?
Hello?
I left my heart in San Francisco. It came to me. You know what?
What?
I'm proud to say I have no more dentures.
Goodbye!
Bye.
WLS!
Okay, Eddie, I'll see your 2 Whoppers, and I'll raise you 4 fish sandwiches and a year's supply of special sauce.
Absolutely. Okay.
Whoa.
This just in, Eddie Schwartz is revealed to be the tuna bomber.
Absolutely.
The tuna bomber.
Actually, tuna's kind of low in fat, but then...
WLS. Well, if you put mayonnaise on it. WLS.
Good evening, Jay.
Oh, William F. Buckley. Nice to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you, Jay. Think about it, Jay. Was punk rock Johnny Rotten pro-life?
I'm not an animal!
No.
I can't wait for the Sex Pistols reunion tour.
They're opening up for the Monkees.
They are not. Get out of here. That's you're right. Yeah, hey, the only thing Monkees are opening up for is the act at the Ramada Inn off I-80. Okay. WLS.
Is it getting better?
You too.
Yeah, too low though. Not enough energy. No, not enough energy. Not enough energy. WLS.
What's the difference between Grant Park and Marlon Brando?
I don't know what.
Careful.
One's got a wooden leg, the other's got a wooden head.
WLS.
You know, I don't have a single thing to say.
WLS.
Whatever happened to Carmelo Reyes and his Modioho?
He now owns 500 video stores. He is a serious threat to Blockbuster. His corporation is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and he has a Rolls Royce in which he will not allow any of us to even get near. He has put armed guards around his house, a gigantic fence, and he lives in a 32-room mansion. When we were invited to his house this summer for a barbecue, we were asked to come in the servants, and we cannot.
Oh, shut up already.
I mean, that's not even
Where
cool.
does that come from?
Hey, we are the monkeys. You know we love to please. A manufactured image with no philosophies.
We hope you like our story, although there isn't one. That is to say, there's many. That way there is more fun.
You've told us you like action and games of many kinds. You like to dance, we like to sing, so let's all lose our minds.
We know it doesn't matter, because what you came to see is what we'd love to give you, and give it 1, 2, 3.
But it may come 3, 2, 1, 2, or jump from 9 to 5. And when you see the end in sight, the beginning may arrive.
For those who look for meanings, and form as they do fact, we might tell you one thing, but we'd only take it back. Not back like in a box back, not back like in a race, not back so we can keep it, but back in time and space.
Say we're manufactured. To that we all agree. So make your choice and we'll rejoice in never being free.
Hey, we are the monkeys.
All
We said it all before. The money's in, we're made of tin, we're here to give you more.
The money's in, we're made of tin, we're here to give you...
They were poets.
Okay.
They were the poets of a generation.
Yeah, somehow you missed the obvious message there. Or maybe you're like Bob Dole, you just want to overlook it.
The monkeys.
No, that's not what they were talking about.
That was the monkeys.
Yeah, but that's not what they were talking about. Did you hear when they said manufactured concept? Did you get onto that? WLS!
Yeah, the Beatles were the Fab Four. The Monkeys were the Prefab Four. Uh-oh.
I like that.
Okay.
WLS! WLS!
Joe Biafra here, Jay.
We had to take that out. That was good. We had to take it out. I think this thing has kind of dropped in its tracks. It's dead. Okay. Well, we got close to the 40 break anyway.
Smoking.
Yeah, that last one was good though. You have to admit, it was just not airable under any circumstances, unfortunately. Well, as soon as the FCC goes away, that's an interesting question. Why doesn't the Republican Party abolish the FCC?
No.
Since they want to abolish all sorts of government agencies, why don't they do that?
Oh, no.
That's right. Who would keep a watch on us? Correct?
Correct.
591-8900, area code 312-708 or 847. The WLS IDT Internet fax line number, area code 312-984-5283. Now, last night, we were talking about this curfew idea for 17-year-olds. Alderman Burke's idea about curfew. You know, if you're under 17, you get caught after 10 o'clock. Or no, I'm sorry, 11:30. They impound your car. They fine you $500. Well, Grant, I got a new one for you. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, Alderman Eddie Burke, Part 2. This comes from Franz Spielman, City Hall reporter, Chicago Sun-Times. Bulls bad boy forward Dennis Rodman can pull down all the rebounds he wants, but if Alderman Edward M. Burke has his way, he'll never again be allowed to stop traffic. On Tuesday, Burke introduced a proposal aimed at cracking down on expressway murals like the painting of the sleeveless, brooding Rodman that brought rush hour traffic to a virtual halt on the Kennedy Expressway. Under Burke's proposal, introduced at a city council meeting, any painting, mural, or artistic rendering within 660 feet of an expressway would be declared a public nuisance if it stalls traffic for more than 10 minutes at rush hour. Violators would be fined $25 to $200 a day. You got to be kidding me.
This is a big joke.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous.
You know, that mural made a lot of news, but it wasn't that big of a deal. The Kennedy delay
is always bad through there.
It's always bad. You know, it just broke at a different spot, that's all. It just that the delay went up to the mural, because everyone was looking at it, and it just so happens that if the mural wasn't there, that same delay would have probably eased up a little bit further into towards downtown. It's so stupid.
What is wrong with this guy? The eye-catching Rodman painting added about 30 minutes to the inbound Kennedy commute before the Bixby and Crothers agreed to remove the mural from the north wall of its warehouse. It is expected to be repainted on the south side of the building. Burke estimated that the Rodman-induced traffic jams cost Chicago area business tens of millions of dollars in lost time.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, prove that, Alderman. Prove it. And he said he wasn't surprised that some clever lawyer hasn't figured out a way to file a class action lawsuit. For what? Does that mean you can file a class action lawsuit over every person whose car catches on fire on the expressways in the summertime?
That causes a backup.
I mean, how long has that building been painted? It's been painted for years, right?
It's had Michael Jordan's picture on there for years.
Sure.
Dennis Franz, he doesn't stop traffic.
Now, my question is, isn't this a restriction on freedom of expression and speech? And isn't this overreacting? And how come we always hear about less government, but this is more government? And more government for the wrong reason. What's with this guy? I mean, I'm sure if you sat down with him, he's a nice man. But this is ridiculous. This is really ridiculous.
I've been doing traffic in the city for about 8 years. I don't remember any other mural getting that much press. I'm not going to say it really caused a problem, because I don't think it did. I think it just made a delay that was already there shift to a different position is what it did.
Do you remember about 15 years ago, 16 years ago, you remember the Loops Lorelei billboards? Remember Lorelei, the blonde?
Well, I do remember that, yeah.
And everybody talked about that. Mm-hmm. But the Kennedy has always had murals and always had painted advertisements and has always had an assortment of billboards and other things up and down it for years. And that Bixby and Crothers building has been there ever since I can remember like that.
Oh, sure.
Painted in one fashion or another with something on it. Why all of a sudden now? Because of Dennis Rodman? I mean, why is Alderman Burke doing this now? And I realize for those of you that live in the suburbs, maybe this has limited appeal, and particularly for those of you who live outside. But it's the idea. It's the idea that nothing can go on without somebody having to introduce an amendment about something. And it's a waste of time. What about the real problems facing this city?
There's too many city aldermen. They don't have enough to do.
I guess not. I guess not. I guess Mr. Alderman Burke hasn't got enough on his plate that he's got to worry about 17-year-old kids and pictures of Dennis Rodman on the side of the Bixby Crothers building. Now, we talked about this while you were on vacation, Grant.
Yeah.
And I had somebody call in and gave us all the names of all the personalities that were on the side of the building. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And about this whole traffic jam situation. And the fact is that the traffic is always bad through there.
The delay that's always been there just shifted a bit, where the delay would break at the Rodman billboard. So it would seem that everyone was probably looking at it, but I'm not saying they're slowing down.
Well, if you stop to look at it, though, you ought to get a ticket because you're breaking the law.
Right. But the delay is going to be there. Whether it breaks at the Rodman billboard or not, the delay is going to be there.
What I want to know is, how is the alderman going to prove this? How's he going to prove that it was whatever's painted on the side of a building that causes the traffic slowdown? How's he going to prove that? How does he know it's not just a traffic accident or somebody who drives slow? And we all know if you drive the Kennedy in and out, and particularly if you drive from the suburbs into the city and back out again at rush hour, you know it breaks in different areas here. So how do you know? And so what are you going to do? You going to go after all the billboard companies?
Like I said, I don't remember another mural gathering this kind of attention. So what is he really?
I don't know.
It doesn't hold any substance to it, because there really hasn't been an ongoing problem. And believe me, this was blown way
last time about forcing Bixby and Crothers or asking Bixby and Crothers. I mean, the governor gets involved. What, he doesn't have enough to do to get the mural removed, to get it taken down? There's that big sign outbound on the Kennedy, and I think you can also see it inbound on the Kennedy. It's over that factory. It used to have a Jolly Rancher sign there. Now I think it's American Airlines has their ad there. And it's the one with the wooden slats. that changes? You've seen that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's lit right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's
how many people have routinely kind of gone a little bit slow just to look at the painting of a Florida getaway vacation or a vacation to the Bahamas, thinking to yourself, in January, man, I'd certainly like to do that. Or you slow down because you want to see the slats turn over, and you want to see what's on the other side, and you want to see what the different pictures are, and the message that scrolls across. So, should we turn that off if we can prove that that's a nuisance?
Maybe there shouldn't be any writing on billboards, because you'd have to read it. Take your eyes off the road.
Well, you got pictures, it would distract you. So should we take down all of the billboards up and down the Kennedy? Should we force the sign companies to take those down?
They've never been a problem.
See, I think it adds character to the city. I think it adds character to the city. And I'll tell you, I want to know this. Why in the hell do we always have to have conformity? And I'm not only talking about this sign issue. I'm talking about the fact that everything always has to look the same. And why isn't the alderman, Mr. Burke, why isn't he attacking these sign companies? I think he should answer that question. Don't you?
Mm-hmm. Let's put Mr. Burke's picture up there.
Yeah.
See what happens.
That's what Bixby and Crothers ought to do. They ought to paint his picture and put it on the side. 591-8900, area code 312-708 and 847. Maybe you drive that area of the Kennedy every day. So you want to get off your half moons and you want to talk about this. And there's also a bigger thing. I mean, you have called me numerous times in support of small business, basically any business. And is this needless government regulation? Hell yes, it is. So you libertarians ought to jump right on this baby and run with it. Because here's one area you and I would probably agree on. I mean, this is too much government. See, I want government for the things that matter, not the things that don't matter. I mean, if you drive the Kennedy, tell me this matters. Zen Dave at Elk Grove, you're on WLS. Zen.
Hey, Jay.
Talk to me.
Man, this is not only blatant disrespect for property rights, but, Daddy, I don't want to clean my room. Oh, wait a minute, I'm the government, I'll tell you. You've got to keep it clean now.
That's right.
In order. You know, when I was like 5, I'm at my cousin's house, and he's got this toy that I wanted, right? And I went, oh, this is so neat. And he doesn't play with it anymore. Can it be mine? And my dad said, no, that's not yours. Well, can I play with it? And my cousin said, no, I don't want him to play with it. And it said, and I'm crying and whining. I say, let me do it. It's just right because he doesn't care about it like I do. And my dad said, look, it's not yours, so you can't play with it. And unfortunately, it's like these guys think the city's theirs, and they can play with it, and they can say, well, you're not hurting anybody, you're not damaging anybody, but that isn't how we like it. So we're going to tell you what you have to do with your building. Just hands off.
Is it that, or is he grandstanding?
Well, he's doing both. But I mean, you see it in every way, shape, and form. It isn't a question of a public health issue. But you're going to zone it like this? Well, you can't have this rock in this shape here because that's too off the beaten path from the rest of the neighborhood. So, we can't have you be
I hate
than
that.
the rest of the neighborhood.
I hate that. And I'll tell you something else. Not only do I hate that, but listen to this. Dig this, okay? Dig this, all right? You and I both know, if you drive outbound or inbound on the Kennedy, and this virtually goes for any place, the Eisenhower, the Dan Ryan, if there's one state trooper or one Chicago police officer parked on the side, right? Parked on the side, going to shoot a little radar, make sure that everybody obeys the speed limit. You damn well know that not only does everybody obey the speed limit, but they also slow down by 20 miles an hour.
At least.
So, does the alderman intend to get after them?
I want to know if the alderman intends on taking all the construction firms to task and for the lost wages, time, and effort that all the construction over the course of the last 6 years on all the expressways and side roads has had. The answer is, of course he won't. Of course he won't. It's an easy thing that people got a little bit miffed that that's where they got hooked up. And first time I drove by, I went to take a look, and the sign was already gone, you know. And what was it? I looked in my rearview mirror on the way past. How long does it take to see the side of a building?
Yeah.
What, maybe 30 seconds?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So and when that sign first went up, okay, when they decided to make the city a little bit interesting, and not the same gray, boring, pathetic urban wasteland that you see on 99% of the buildings out there, you know, to me it was, oh, this is a wonderful thing. When they first put it up, what was it? Maybe 4 weeks of people actually looking at it, and then you just kind of see if it's changed a little.
Then it wears off, but they never gave it a chance to wear off.
When it becomes a little bit common and not the same
That's right.
gray, horrible.
That's right.
You know, so it's just this whole thing of, you know, if somebody wants to paint zebra stripes on the side of their building, as long as they're not pouring nuclear waste in the front of it, you know, something that's going to actually harm somebody else. If they want to do something a little bit individual with their place or their car,
you can't do anything anymore, man. You can't do anything. Zen, thanks, man. I got to get some weather.
And as long as they don't, you can't pass any new rules till you take off the same amount of words from old ones first, man. We'd clean it out.
I agree.
Be good.
Thank you for the call. Jim, car phone quickly. You're on WLS.
Hey, Jay, how's it going?
All right, man.
Hey, I think they really should put Burke's picture up there because it'll have the opposite effect. The drivers will be driving to get away from the stench.
Yeah, to get away from his picture, sure. I don't, I mean, you must drive the Kennedy. You must go through there.
Oh, yeah.
It's always bad. Was it bad last year before the picture was up?
Actually, right now I'm on 53, and we got the police out here doing everything, writing tickets, and that's slowing everybody down, Jay.
Well, and Zen said, what about the road construction? Can we sue for that?
There you go.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Matter of life.
All right. 591-8900, area code 312-708 and 847. 3 open lines here, and I want to know what you think about this. And, you know, this goes more than just the Rodman picture on the Bixby and Crothers building. This speaks to conformity, and it also speaks to the idea that your property, to a certain degree, is not yours to do what you wish with it. In other words, somebody has to give you an okay to put something up, erect something, make something. I hate that. People who live in planned communities. Any of you live in planned communities? You want to get a home satellite TV dish? You have to get permission. I can't stand that. WLS dependable weather and traffic. Here's G.
And the overnight lows near 50, and then tomorrow cloudy, windy, and mild with a thunderstorm likely in the afternoon, high near 70 again tomorrow night. Thunderstorms possible, low around 50. Friday, highs in the mid-60s. 57 right now at O'Hare. It's 60 Midway, 57 in DuPage. Lakefront temp 58, and the humidity is 55%. Outbound Kennedy is slow. Ohio to Armitage.
Oh, look out. It must be around the Bixby and Crothers building.
Find out why. Oh, I know why. The express lanes are closed. And you got Hawks traffic coming, too, so the volume of traffic is up on the outbound Kennedy.
Maybe Mr. Burke would like to pass an amendment about that.
And with the express lanes closed, everyone has to go into the locals. Reason for the delay. Downtown out to Montrose, 18 minutes. The express lanes on the Kennedy will be closed for either direction all night long here. They'll be reopened inbound around 4:30 in the morning.
WLS.
Hello, Jay. This is Fahey Flynn calling again.
Fahey Flynn?
Wow.
Fahey, how
Blast
are you?
from the past. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me adjust my bow tie.
Fahey, is your heart still beating?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to call to tell you a couple things. First,
Sure.
Irma Bombeck, she's doing just fine. You don't have to worry about her. and secondly, Jay, just remember, you're not the manager. You're a kicking in an orangutan's crotch.
No kidding.
WLS. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, amongst all of this discussion of monkey posteriors, it's the amazing J-Mac.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
The Grope, the Tyson, and the Packwood.
The Grope, the Tyson, and the Packwood.
In the 3 newest cars Mitsubishi is coming out with.
No kidding.
And remember, you have a friend of me.
Yeah, that's what we like. J-Mac, friend of the working man and woman. WLS.
Yeah, I'm running a paper for school, and I wanted to know if Connie Wilson is considered a redneck.
No kidding.
WLS.
The following is a paid announcement from the Bob Dole campaign.
No kidding.
WLS.
I heard that Ed Schwartz is so upset about recent attacks on the J. Marvin show that when he was watching video Saturday night, he could only eat 2 family-sized pizzas.
No kidding.
No, absolutely. What'd you say? WLS.
Why did Pat Buchanan quit his presidential campaign?
I don't know why.
He heard Marlon Brando was looking for a new press agent.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, good stuff. WLS.
Hello. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, through the town.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye.
Orangutan bye.
No kidding.
Sneak that in.
Irma Bombeck's final book comes out next week.
Oh, no.
It is called The Grass is Always Greener, 6 Feet Under.
No kidding.
WLS.
At what profession would Grant make more money? As a
Out, and double out.
No kidding.
Did you get it?
No, I let it go.
You can't let that go. Oh,
no, I took
phones
it
are going
out.
to be ringing.
I took it out. But
Funny. It was
so
funny.
good. It's so
It was
good.
cruel, but it was funny.
It was so good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, I hate to end it here, but it was just so good. Wasn't it good? It was a work of art. It was. That was 1,000 on that baby. That was 1,000. That woman hit a grand slam home run over the wall out into the street. Man, I don't know who you are, but you are beautiful. 10:20 WLS dependable weather and traffic. Here's G-Ma.
Cloudy and cold for the overnight. The lows in the mid-30s. For tomorrow, sunny, high in the mid-50s. And for Wednesday, partly sunny, a little warmer, high in the low 60s.
What?
It's 41 at O'Hare, 44 at Midway in DuPage County.
He's in a ring brush.
41 at the lake, and the humidity is...
Hey, Grant, I got a question for you. How come you were in a WLS building last night screaming my hemorrhage on fire?
The kids are still up. Word to the parents.
Dissed by a 13-year-old.
A little more discipline in the house.
Yeah, right.
The kids to bed. It's a school night.
Okay.
The traffic now on...
Really quit his...
You know it's funny, Grant. Come on.
I know it's funny. It is funny.
The guy is sick, but he's one of us.
No kidding.
He's one of us.
Inbound Kenny at Addison, the left lane.
The odds are 2-1 that no one cares about Jimmy the Greek.
That's a good bet.
No kidding.
I forgot that the Greek is in Dirt Nap City.
As they say in the business, that's a good underlay.
Yeah. The Greek's taking a dirt nap. Is Bombeck taking a dirt nap too?
Yeah, she died today.
She did?
Yeah.
Shows how much I care about her. I didn't even know she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
She leave any final notes?
She didn't commit suicide.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, she died of natural causes? I thought maybe her and Jimmy the Greek got together.
Oh.
He wore her out. What? She had a kidney transplant? Yeah, whose kidney? Grant's? No wonder she's dead. Tell her next time she should have tried Grant's liver.
Oh, absolutely. The inbound Kenny at Addison left lane is blocked till 11 tonight, then 2 left lanes closed until 5.
So, we have been expecting you.
Southbound Tri-State from Roosevelt to the Cermak Toll Plaza. The two left lanes are blocked.
Jay, Senator Jesse Helms here.
Wait a minute, be quiet, Grant. Is this really Senator Jesse Helms?
Yeah.
Senator, nice to have you on the show.
I just wanted to salute a woman whose grass was always greener over her septic tank.
Okay.
What a lot of tribute serving tonight.
The road work on the southbound Tri-State into the Cermak Toll involving full-lane stops, but that will happen after
What
midnight.
does Bob Dole like, boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Depends.
Okay.
Hey, Grant. Hey, Grant. Yeah. You know when he puts on his boxers?
Yeah.
Which hand is he pulling up with?
Okay.
Doc on it, can't get. Doc on it.
It's still busy around Wrigley Field.
Liddy,
Not bad,
come here.
though. More pedestrian traffic around the area
I
right
heard
now.
Irma Bombeck died of boredom. Yeah, she was reading one of her books.
Enough.
Oh, wow.
Enough. Can you ever remember anybody dying that has been drugged through the mud as much as she has on this show?
Why her? Why
I don't know.
are we giving her such a hard time?
Other people have died and nobody has done this?
Wow. This report is brought to you by Liberty Auto City.
Jay, this is Peter Lorre.
Peter!
Help, Jay. I'm caught in Eddie Schwartz's fold.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
It's Liberty Mazda's grand opening, and to celebrate, they're giving away a brand new car.
I'm sorry, Grant.
Oh, it's okay.
It's just the aftershock just hit me.
Check your mail for details. All roads lead to one stop, Liberty Mazda in Libertyville. Our next look at...
You want to do one more?
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't.
The Ramones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the Ramones.
I want to be sedated.
That's right. They rock.
Okay.
I mean, that's the title of the song.
What's the title of this song?
Theme to the Rockford Files.
Jeebus Crabtree.
Man.
So, Jay.
That's it.
Okay.
Tuesday morning in the Breakfast Diner, it's Don Wade and Roma and Al. Al Salvi, Republican candidate for Senator.
Martin Denny. Wild Jungle or whatever it was that we had last night. It's one of Grant's favorite songs, isn't it?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You can't find it, Tony? Well, here it is. Yeah, can you picture Grant sashaying around his apartment with his cocktail shaker in his hand? Lights turned down low. Apron on. Red pumps. This is a great song.
Is there words?
No! It's just this. Okay. WLS.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what?
I hear Madonna's going to name her new baby after his father.
Yeah?
That is, if she can find out who he is.
Oh, that's so lame and so old. But you know what, pal? Stick around, because after 1 o'clock, we'll be having a raffle to find out who your father is. WLS.
Hey, Jay, what'd the rooster say to the hooker?
Oh, no. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Well, no.
Can't do that one.
No, but I won't give him one.
Okay.
16. Where did he learn that? Not off this show.
That'll change if Bob Dole becomes president.
That's right. We won't have that. That'll change as soon as Michael Eisner gets in office down the hall here. Yes, Mr. Eisner, right. We're cooperating. Yes. Only wholesome family entertainment, Mr. Eisner. That's right. We represent the mouse in the finest spirit, Mr. Eisner. That's correct. Right? That's what we'll be playing. That's what we'll be using for bumper music. Grant, can you dance to this?
Oh, I can try. Give me a cane and a top hat.
You don't dance to a cane and a top hat. I was thinking something in the neighborhood of a grass skirt and and those flowers. What do they call those flowers?
Top.
What do they call those flowers? Have they put around your neck?
Lay.
No, you haven't had any of those in a long time. Oh, man. The shootout is hopelessly... Somebody has, like... What is wrong with the delay system here? Somebody has, like... It's, like, really slow, isn't it? The shootout is dead. It just never took off tonight.
Well, it's not over yet.
No, it's over. Because it's 10:19. WLS.
Yeah, I heard that Eddie Schwartz was going to be at Bisbee, Arizona, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard he's going to eat a bagel with cream cheese.
No, okay.
Oh, WLS.
Hello, Jay. This is Bullwinkle the Moose.
Bullwinkle.
Jay, what do you get when you cross a Hershey bar with Bullwinkle?
No! Oh, I hit the button! Oh, man! I hit the button! Oh. It's just not a good night. It's not a good night. I'm telling you. It's not. It's not. The show sucks. The show sucks. That was probably one of the better ones we've had. And I blew it. I tubed it.
Why?
I don't know, Grant. You know, I ask God that every single day when I come to work. Why Grant Park? And I never get an answer. WLS. WLS.
Oh, Jay, this is John Wayne, the Duke here.
John, back from the grave already?
I hear you've been saying some nasty things about me.
You want to borrow one of Grant's skirts?
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it, Duke?
Well, I found out some things about you.
Here, have a Camel cigarette.
No, okay.
WLS. WLS.
Grant, you left your tree trimmer and your handcuffs in my car again. What am I going to do with all this sawdust?
Your tree trimmer in your handcuffs. Hello?
Yes, did you know that just like the sword of Excalibur, if you pull the pen out of Bob Dole's right hand, you can become the king?
No, okay.
Oh. I dumped it so no one heard it.
No.
I took it out. Oh, God. We're in trouble. You know, I don't even feel like doing a topic tonight. I don't feel like doing anything. I feel like getting in trouble and getting fired.
You said you wish Bob Dole...
No! Don't you dare say that. It was funny, though, wasn't it? Just because I got on the air and said...
that you wish Bob Dole... Whoa! I won't do it to you.
I bet you Liddy wishes Bob Dole... Oh, God. Oh. We're, you know... This show is hopelessly in trouble. WLS dependable weather and traffic. Here's G.
The lows tonight dipping into the mid-30s inland and near 40 by the lake. Tomorrow looks like a nice day. Partly sunny, warmer, high in the mid to upper 60s. Showers and thunderstorms expected late tomorrow night. And then Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Do you think you can put on a best of for me so I can go home?
Oh, well, no. You're here now. You might as well stick it out.
No.
See the kids. The kids stay up late.
Yeah, you just got dissed by a child.
It's going to change when Bob Dole gets in.
Oh, man.
Curfew laws.
Never mind about Bob Dole. Which hand do you think he used? Does he have any kids? Has he got a daughter? Which hand did he use to spank with? Put it down or Daddy will spank.
Oh, his daughter. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, what were you implying, sir? Excuse me?
Out. Out.
It's too late. It's already been done. This is a shameless display of nothingness on this program tonight. Yeah, we've also got a record number of dumps, too, here tonight. I've had to go to the dump button more tonight than any other night in the history of this show.
37 at O'Hare, 42 Midway, 43 in DuPage, 40...
Take that one out! What is up?
See?
What is up? What is up?
No kidding.
What is up here? People who need people. What is up here? Do we need to get a hotline or something and told to straighten up? See, this show's not going anywhere, man. Anybody with any intelligence who wants dynamic, decent talk radio, they've all gone to listen to Milt. Well, I won't go that far.
The WLS dependable traffic roadwork on the agenda tonight. Outbound on the Rhine, up on the south end at 80.
Robert Murphy strikes. Bob, ooh, that's good. That's good. Let's play that.
Outbound Ryan at 87th. The left lane is...
News and sports. The funniest guy around. Chicago's got a friend in Eddie. Fat guy.
At 87th on the outbound Ryan. Left lane block.
Can we go home?
Progressively, the Ryan will go down to one lane there at 87th, and then at midnight...
I think one reason Bob Dole is so conservative is when he was a little kid, he didn't play two-hand touch football with the other boys.
No kidding.
My ball, and I want to play with it. Hey, Senator, how about a rousing round of handball? Tennis? Golf? Shuffleboard?
The Ryan then see
another one.
We're encouraging it now. We have to stop it.
There's another one I had to take
stop
out.
Now we're encouraging.
Did I get it?
We're asking for it.
Oh.
Inbound Kennedy at Addison, left lane is blocked in a half hour. 2 left lanes will be closed. They did the same work last night, didn't cause much of a problem. And also inbound Calumet, right lane closed at King Drive starting at 11.
The real record for most dumps was the night Eddie Schwartz ate 57 tacos.
No kidding.
Okay. Give it a 10 for being quick. Very quick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, oh, my.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I can hear it tomorrow. You know, you guys last night, there's no excuse for laughing for 6 or 7 minutes like that on a news talk station where we're supposed to be dealing with the issues that affect you the most. Well, but that does affect me the most. I've been there, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
Haven't you been there?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, are we done?
This traffic report, weather report brought to you by Say Yes Chicago at Louis Pulau. Here's what's not coming to the Rosemont horizon: rock stars, basketball, or hockey fights.
Oh, absolutely.
What you will find is hope and peace. Say Yes Chicago, 7:30 p.m. at the Rosemont, April 25th and 26th. And our next look at dependable...
Did you hear Bill Clinton so confident that he's going to win the presidential election this year that he started dating again?
That one is from, 7 months to 2 years ago?
Oh, absolutely.
Get a grip on it, kid.
Our next look at dependable traffic and weather at 1050 WLS, Talk Radio 890 AM.
You know, waking up is hard to do. I know there's been some disenchantment with my administration among many of you. So I'd like to announce to the American people that if I am elected to a second term, Tipper Gore will serve as First Lady for me and the American people. I have asked the current First Lady to return to Arkansas to practice law and trade commodities in an effort to provide an income to pay our mounting legal bill.
John Wayne and Roma, your morning perspective wake-up, 5 a.m. to 9, WLS Talk Radio, 890 a.m.
It's springtime, and that means garage sales, where you never know exactly what you'll find. But at the Sears garage sale, you'll get exactly what you're looking for when it comes to tires. Because through Saturday, Sears Auto Center is having our lowest price tire sale. Save 6 to 30% on select Bridgestone, Michelin, and Guardsman tires for nearly any car or truck. And remember, no sale is final at our garage until you're satisfied. Sears, great tires at great prices. Our garage is your garage.
Well, the big primary's behind us. A lot of options, but not much excitement. That's why Cellular One decided to liven things up with some real choices. If you sign up with Cellular One now, you get a whole slate of great picks to make. At the top of the ticket, you can choose your free phone. The new Motorola Contour comes in 5 snappy yet politically correct colors. Pick your fave. Then decide if you want 3 months of free weekend airtime or 100 free bonus minutes. But the party's not over. You also get to choose between 3 months of free voice dial or 3 months of free roadside assistance. Now, you don't want some bureaucrat telling you what cellular deal's best for you, so decide for yourself. It's the kind of radical thinking that this country could use more of. It's time you determine your own cellular future. As a wise man once said, if not now, when? Freedom of choice and free stuff from Cellular One. What a country.
Offer ends May 31st. For the nearest authorized sales and service location, call 1-800-SELL-1. Certain restrictions apply.
For the University of Chicago Hospitals, I'm Nancy Baird with this week's edition of Breakthroughs. Specialists here handle hundreds of breathing problems, from snoring to sinusitis, asthma to emphysema, even breathing difficulties that may be caused by rare lung disorders. University of Chicago physicians, for example, use CT scans and endoscopic tests to diagnose chronic sinusitis. For people with advanced lung disease, these doctors offer a full range of therapies, including lung transplantation, and they lead the way in developing new treatments for asthma. These doctors can be your doctors. That's good to know.
Learn the latest about sinusitis and allergies, cosmetic nose surgery, and medical and surgical treatments for emphysema at a series of free seminars Monday, May 20th at the Marriott Hotel in downtown Chicago. To register or for a physician appointment, call 312-702-9200. 702-9200. The University of Chicago Hospitals, at the forefront of medicine.
Hi, I'm Greg Gumbel. You know, covering the NBA, I see some great dunks. But my favorite dunk is getting into the Hot Spring Portable Spa in my backyard. With Hot Spring's exclusive Smart Jet system, my family and I can pick and choose just the right combination of hydrotherapy jets and jet pressure for truly customized relaxation. And Hot Spring is backed by the most comprehensive warranty in the business. So if you like great dunks, call 1-800-234-9957 for the dealer near you. Hot Spring Portable Spas, where America goes to relax.
Speak for yourself. From 312-708 and 847, dial 591-8900. From the rest of the free world, dial 312-591-8900. WLS, Talk Radio 890 AM.
1032, Jay Marvin. Combative but caring, a proud member of the counterculture for 25 some odd years. WLS Talk Radio 890 AM. Don and Roma, the Breakfast Diner, tomorrow morning starting at 5 a.m. Man, I don't even feel like taking any calls. I mean, I don't think we should even do a show here. Do you? Do you feel like we should do a show here tonight, Grant? I don't feel like we should do one.
The show must go on.
I'm bummed.
And if you don't take any calls, what do you plan on doing?
Torturing you for 4 hours. You can access the show on the World Wide Web at http://www.marvin.org. And we wish you would. All right. Last night we talked about Madonna, and we kind of touched a little bit on role models. And Zen Dave, oldest listener to this show, guy who listens to WLS a lot, calls a lot. You hear him on this show. You hear him. He'll call Catherine. He'll call Don and Roma, and he'll call Rowan Gary. He calls a lot. Brought up something last night. He kind of got into something last night, and I said, oh, man, really, we should talk about that. The fact that in this society, and we've kind of touched on this before, that there's no shame. That there is no shame in this society at all. And we've talked about peer pressure. We've talked about what would happen if people voluntarily decided that certain things were wrong as opposed to having government decide them for us. And we've talked about, for instance, making some people's crimes public. We've had hot debates about this before. Well, let me read you some things here, okay? Victim in I-290 shooting dies. Gunman still eludes police. Until Friday, life seemed to be getting better for Sonia Williams. 31-year-old single mother of 4 children was born and raised in North Lawndale neighborhood. Was engaged and was looking forward to being married next year. This is according to Reverend Thomas Walsh, the pastor of Presentation Catholic Church. She was working hard and seemed to be doing well, Walsh said. As a child, Williams had attended Presentations Grammar School, where her daughter now is in the 1st grade. Now, the area where they live is well known for violence, drug dealing, and gang activity, Walsh said. She was working hard to keep clear of that, but on Friday evening, as Williams drove eastbound on the Eisenhower Expressway near Cicero Avenue, a man in a 1995 Buick 4-door automobile opened fire on the car she was driving, hitting her twice in the head, and, of course, she died. Nevada. Laughlin, Nevada. Police said a ring of thieves took up to 40 motorcycles worth at least $15,000 each during the 14th annual Laughlin River Run that drew 20,000 bikers last weekend. Home repair scam artists prey on disaster victims. Residents hit hard by last weekend's tornadoes need to make sure they aren't hit hard again, this time by home repair scam artists, as we found back in 1993, and again last year with the spring flooding. Con artists don't waste time when tragedies like this produce tremendous property loss. This is according to Attorney General Jim Ryan. Citizens should always be on the lookout for home repair scams, but especially are vulnerable at this time. Township supervisor is convicted. And yet another black mark for Chicago Heights government. Longtime Bloom Township supervisor was convicted Monday of steering township money to cronies in return for thousands of dollars in kickbacks. Ex-boyfriend sought in shooting. A U.S. Postal Service mail carrier was in serious condition Monday night after she was shot several times by an ex-boyfriend while delivering mail. The ex-boyfriend was not in custody late Monday. Inverness. Police investigated 2 weekend reports from residents on the 700 block of Sky Lane and the 1400 block of another street in Inverness. They said vandals had damaged their mailboxes. And it just goes on in here. Palatine, a 37-year-old Schaumburg woman, told police Thursday that someone dented the driver's side door of her car, then took off. Two boys critically injured, a 6-year-old baby, while breaking into a home to steal a bicycle, police said. Police lieutenant at the scene, Lieutenant Carlton Smyrney, this happened in Richmond, California, said the boys, 6 and 8, thought it was a doll when they knocked the baby from its crib and kicked him. But a spokesman later said they weren't sure how the infant was injured Monday night. My point, that in 1996, there is absolutely, as we brought up last night, and I want to elaborate on this, there's absolutely no shame in this society. No one feels any remorse. Do you know, in my building where I live, they ran an audit and found out, I was told, that 43% of the residents were stealing the cable service. That residents were going up and meddling with the cable boxes and taking the filters, which would then just cut other people off from having cable service. They were stealing it. In essence, they were taking what did not belong to them. Now, we hear so much on talk radio about the poor and about the urban and about the crime and theft that goes on. But this is a building full of fairly well-off people. There's no shame. People will lie, they will steal, they will cheat. There's just no shame. There are no wrongs. It's okay now to do whatever you feel like doing, even if it does hurt somebody. And I've said it a million times before. Do your own thing, but don't hurt anybody. When you hurt somebody else, you've overstepped your bounds. We have no shame. We live in a society where everything that was once right is now wrong, and everything that was once wrong is now right, and everything is permissible. How many of us fought in school or carried guns to school? I didn't, did you? Did you care enough over a piece of somebody's clothing that you'd beat them for it? I wouldn't, would you? How much is enough? There's just no shame. There's no shame. Politicians lie. Leadership in this country has no shame. Bill Clinton has no shame. Bob Dole has no shame. The media has no shame. Really? Does anybody tell the truth? Why? That's my question to you. Why? I don't want you to call up here and just commiserate with me and say, well, yeah, Jay, you're right. Nobody has any shame anymore. No, that's not what I want. What I want is why. Maybe it's too broad of a question. Maybe it's too deep. Maybe we're into deep science here. I don't know. Maybe it is too deep. I have my ideas as to why we have no shame. At least I think I do. And as I said last night, I don't know if there's a right or wrong to this. I think there's only what you think. Is it because we have no God? Well, I know a lot of people 25 and 30 years ago who did not have a strong connection to religion, and still things were fine. A recent poll here in this country shows that about 96% of us believe that there is a God. So if 96% of us believe that there is a God, 96% of us are going to have to square with him, her, or whatever it is someday. But yet we keep doing it. I highly suspect, I suspect that the very people who call here, and you can include me in this too, I'll own up to it, because I have no shame maybe, huh? That we call up and we have these discussions about rudeness, lack of civility. I yell at people. I lose my temper. You know what? I get angry on the expressways and on the streets. And 9 times out of 10, I don't do the driving. Mary does it. But you know what? I never shoot anybody. But people have no shame. They double park on streets. They don't care about other people. They don't give a damn. People walk their dogs. I mean, to me, it's the little things in this society. People walk their dogs. They don't put them on a leash. Because they have no shame. They don't care. They let their dog go to the bathroom. They don't clean up. Now, we're all guilty of having an accident once or twice, but hey, some people do it on a regular basis because they have no shame. Some people take their kids places that their kids shouldn't be because they have no shame. How many times have you gone into a bookstore? How many times have you gone into a supermarket? How many times have you gone to some store, gone someplace, and there is a kid who is screaming its bloody lungs out? And why? Why? Why does the mother allow this? And the mother doesn't do anything. Or the kids are running around and the mother doesn't do any of this. Here's a great one for you. Okay? Pay $7 to go to the movies, and everybody talks during the film. Why? If you want to talk, go home. Because we have no shame. It's not the big things, it's the little things. You're lied to by management. And in turn, you turn around and lie. And people swap lies. Why? Because there's no shame. We're not ashamed of anything. And the byword today is do anything you possibly can and hope you don't get caught. I include myself in this. I do things regularly on the radio, which I know are overstepping the boundaries. But I hope that, management's not listening. They're not paying attention, so I think I can get away with it. How many of you do that at your job? You use a cellular phone today, you have to punch in a code because somebody is going to clone your cellular phone number. There's no shame. Computers. People send internet. People send anonymous email. They can't own up to the way they feel because there's no shame. They purposely try to seduce and corrupt children because there is no shame. How far does all of it have to go? Anybody who is out of the norm in this society is a target. Because there's no shame. 591-8900, area code 312-708 and 847. Area code 815. Racism is acceptable because there is no shame. Bigotry is acceptable because there is no shame. Everyone is guilty until proven innocent, rather than the other way around, innocent until proven guilty, because there is no shame. Lose your wallet, and you might as well mark off whatever money you got in it because it'll be gone, because there is no shame. Why? Charles in Rolling Meadows. Charles, you're on WLS.
Yeah, hi, Jay.
Hi.
I think that the main problem these days, the reason that there is no shame, is that instead of having rights and wrongs, people are now having only rules and consequences. Like, instead of thinking, should I, it's can I, or what's going to happen to me.
The focus is on the individual, not on society as a whole.
People should have more morals these days.
Well, I mean, isn't that true? The focus is on society. The focus is on the individual, not on society. In other words, it's not how my actions are my actions going to affect others. It's only how are my actions going to affect me.
Yeah. People should think more about other people these days,
Well, why don't they?
Because they're selfish.
Why? Where'd that start? How'd that happen? Or has it always been this way?
I don't know. I'm just 15.
Well, you're right. But you know what? You're a pretty astute 15-year-old man. I thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Jeremy, Northwest Side. You're on WLS.
Yeah, this is your Minister of Enlightenment.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, not much. I was just calling in to say, it's not exactly as bad as you think because there are some people out there. They're few and far between, and unfortunately that's the case. But there are people who will, if they find the wallet, return it or take it to some place where it can be given back.
Not many. I'm willing to make you a bet. I'm willing to make you a bet that we can put a wallet out here on State and Lake, and that wallet may find its way back to you or I, but the contents of it will be gone, including the credit cards. And I think it's pretty bad off when a woman is shot on the Eisenhower over a traffic dispute.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And I think it's pretty bad when 43% of the people in my building are stealing cable.
We have to combat this on a one-on-one basis.
Well, why is this happening?
Because, by and large, people don't care.
Why don't they care?
Just because...
Turn your radio down, man. Turn your radio down. I can't deal with that.
Okay. Excuse me. The reason I think they don't care is just general apathy. You still there?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking about this. Why don't they care? General apathy?
Yeah, I mean...
In other words, but where did it start? How did it start that we don't... How does it start that we just don't care about each other?
People, okay? There's so many people that the extraordinary person is overshadowed by the general masses. I mean, the extraordinary people like you...
I'm not extraordinary. I'm just as guilty as everybody else, man.
A person who can write poetry and talk intelligently is getting fewer and fewer.
No, you know what that shows? It just shows that I hurt more maybe than some others, and also that I can talk, but there are a hell of a lot of other things in the world I can't do. And when it comes to shame, when it comes to self-centeredness, and when it comes to courtesy, sometimes, you know what? I haven't got any of the three of those. Jeremy, thank you for the call. 10:50 here. I don't know. What's your take on this, Mr. Park?
We're in a land of cynics.
So you think I'm just being cynical?
I think you're being a bit cynical.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
Oh, you don't think it's as bad as I think it is? Then how is it that a woman gets shot on the Eisenhower? How is it that two kids break in and kick a 6-year-old baby in the head?
How many people argue and scream at each other on the expressways every day and don't get shot? We are pointing out the worst of it.
No, but the point is 30 years ago.
And I go to an $8 movie and people don't talk.
25. Oh, you know what? You know what? Yes, they do. Don't tell me they don't.
Those who are silly enough to talk in a movie are not going to pay $8 for it.
They do talk.
Go to the dollar shows and you'll have people throwing popcorn all over the place.
They do talk, and you never had people 20 years ago, or 15 years ago, or even 10 years ago, shooting people over traffic disputes.
Well,
and this is what is this, the third one we've had this year?
Oh, I'm not saying there is shame. I'm saying that maybe we're exaggerating a little. Oh, that it's that big of a problem.
You live in a sheltered world. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you live. I don't know where you live. I don't know what your deal is. I don't know. I don't understand any of it. This is 2 nights in a row, man. You can't get it.
Oh, I get it.
Your head's screwed down wrong.
I just get it differently than you at this point.
Your head's just screwed down wrong.
WGN?
Yeah, I got a very important question for Milt Rosenberg.
What's your question? He's not on at this moment. Well, he's not on at this moment. What's your question? Maybe I can pass it along to him.
Is the world coming to an end?
I don't think so.
Then why did I see a giant orangutan butt on the Eisenhower yesterday?
Yeah, funny.
WLS Dependable Weather Traffic. Here's G.
Well, tonight the clouds are rolling in. Lows will be in the mid-30s inland to near 40 by Blake. We are expecting showers and thunderstorms, but not until late tomorrow night. In the meantime, tomorrow day looks good. Partly sunny and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. It's 37 right now at O'Hare, 42 Midway, 43 in DuPage County, lakefront temperature 42, and the humidity is 70%. Got a report of an accident on the outbound 290 extension around Mill Road. That's just before you come to Route 53 or the north-south tollway there on the 290 extension. They're checking on that. We do have a very serious accident near Wakanda, Gilmer and Callahan Road. A pretty nasty deal there. Multiple injuries involved in that accident. Stay away from that near Wakanda at Gilmer and Callahan Road. Road work on the outbound Ryan, heavy 69th to 87th now. Left lane blocked, but 2 left lanes will be closed after midnight. Full lane stops. It's outbound Ryan south end there at 87th. Our next look at dependable traffic and weather after the top of the hour news, WLS.